All right. Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. Pastor Dowell here. I'm sure that a lot of people want to hear what my take is of what is going on. And I'm going to tell you exactly what we're looking at. We're looking at market manipulation by the banks and those who have access to insider trader secrets, and why that silver plummeted worse than any asset in the history of mankind, from like $117 down to 70. And right now, let me see, the ticker says it's at $80.76, so it's down $5, and gold is under 5,000. And of course, you know, for those of you hear me, that time I'll give you the same word I said before. I'm gonna say it again. Silver's still cheap. That's in my personal opinion. Okay. So what they are planning on doing is kind of like they did with a lot of others over there in the altcoins and and crypto. Anytime something of value begins to rise up, and silver, I'm telling you, is kind of like Lone Ranger and the Tonto is what it's like. I'm telling you, silver is the silver bullet of this daytime and hour, because the value of it is just unreal. Gold is a store of wealth. The value of silver, not only can it be a store of wealth, but it's an industrial metal. It's used in just about everything. There's nothing out there that can conduct like it. And central banks, countries all across this world, all are sucking up all the silver that they can. They're closing up markets. Mints are no longer selling silver, producing. I'm barely over here looking at Apmex right now, and I'm watching them. And the biggest thing they got is a big old red alert up here saying metals continue to sell off after Friday's collapse, and they want you to act now. But watch this. So let's say if you take and you can get a Silver Eagle 2026 for $96, or and then that's $98. Tell you the truth, for a check. Well, they lowered the spot price. No, they didn't. 96. Well, the unit price now is, and the extended price is $98.77. Use a check, but if you use a credit card, $102.89. All right. So watch this. Let's go there. Let's go to put it in there. Go to checkout. Now watch this. Watch this. So if you try to buy one coin, all right, and mind you, I'm an elite member over at Apmex concerning purchasing. All right, it says this: at this time, due to exceptionally high volumes, Apmex is only accepting orders over $500 in value. Please accept our apologies. So in other words, if you're going to buy any type of metals, precious metals, junk silver, bars, or whatever it is, you want to come off of that money right now. And a monster box of silver right now at these prices will run you, now a monster box is 50 ounces of silver. It'll run you $50,860. That's what it's going to run you. All right. What they're doing, in my personal opinion, is that they're doing everything they can now to shake people out of their positions so they can swap up more gold and silver. Not only that, the banks slam this as much as they, I'm telling you, man, because the price that we have over here compared to the price in Shanghai, two different things. Let me see if I can pull up something right here and look up something real quick. I don't even know how to spell it, man. Let me just try this and see if it'll come up. Dang it. It's not giving it to me. So right now, they're not even letting me. Okay. All right. So here it is. As of February 2026, Chinese silver prices have experienced extreme volatility recently peaking above $121 per troy ounce before crashing, largely driven by spectator activity and high industrial demand. Solar tech prices remain heavily influenced by Shanghai market. The scarcity and export restrictions often trade at premiums over Western benchmarks. They do. But right now, I can't even get them to even tell me what the silver price is right now. Let me look at something else. What is it trading at? It's still not telling me, man. I'm going to do some more research rather than waste this whole video trying to find out what the Shanghai silver price is right now. But even, it seems like that they've actually done collapsed that right now. So let me tell y'all what else is going on that they don't want to tell you. All right, let me tell you what else is going on. Is right now the dollar is weakening. And I heard Trump the other day mention something about it and said they don't think it's bad. No, it's not. When you're under the Keynesian economic type of doctrine, and you are living in a credit-based system, okay, they're not going to ever admit that, listen, in order for everything to change the way that it is right now, it's going to take at least 10, 15, maybe 20 years before you can change the new guard or have a new world reserve currency or something like that. Because right now the powers that be, they want to have a one world currency and all pegged based on the credibility of the nations. Now, right now, the gap, according to what I'm seeing right here, is what some are saying is that the Shanghai price is 40% higher for silver gold than the U.S. price or the paper contracts or the ETFs. That means 40%. That means that right now silver is trading at probably about $130 an ounce in Shanghai. All right? That is crazy, isn't it? To know that you could take silver right here if you chose to, but it's a heavy, heavy thing, and then go over to China and sell it and make a 40% profit based on what they have the prices at today. Now I'm talking about Shanghai is dealing in the physical, U.S. markets is dealing in paper contracts or paper, which is worthless. So the question comes to me, and I'm gonna finish this video on this, is well, Pastor Dowell, how does this system of debt continue to keep running? Well, I'm going to give you an example. I even heard another guy on the internet say the same thing, but I'm going to try to I'm going to simplify it for us and make it simple as possible, okay? This is how a debt-based system works. And that's the reason why you would never, ever, ever see America balance the budget. They're going to continue to keep fudging the numbers, cooking the books, smashing prices down, kicking the can down the road, because that's the credit-based system, and this is how it works. Suppose this is all the money in the world. I didn't say it was. I said all the money. Just this $100 bill, and this $100 bill alone. That's it. There's no other money. All right? And I loaned this to you, and I loaned it to you at a 1% interest rate. Just 1%. All right? Well, you could say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Makes no difference, but just 1% interest rate, okay? Watch this. They tripped me out with this fake gold thing right here because, you know, in the 30s, whenever you had a gold thing like this on the bills, it was actually backed up by physical gold, and this is an illusion right here. But anyway, let me go on before I get sidetracked. All right? So I loaned this to you, and I loaned it out to you at anywhere between 1 and 10% interest rate, right? Well, the question is then, if you're going to spend this, then how are you going to pay it back to the system? Because the value of the loan is greater than the interest rate. It can't be then, can it? So how do I get money because of me loaning this out to you at 1%? Well, it's simple. Go print some more money to cover this. Print another 10,000 of these right here. You've expanded the national debt. You've expanded the credit system. Now people can pay based on the amount of money that the country has printed. And guess what? Now everybody's happy because we got extended credit. Okay. You charge interest rate. Now all of a sudden that money's gone. And we're sitting here running out of money. What is your answer? Because we need money to be able to pay off the debts that we already owe. So what do we do then? Well, we go print more money. That's the answer. And you know what? You keep doing this again and again and again. We got a government shutdown coming up, Pastor Dowell. Well, the solution is we'll get out here and stage play and do everything else. But guess what we're going to do at the end of the day? We're going to print more money because we got to be able to cover the debt. And then what happens? The debt expands. I.e., that's why we're sitting at $38 trillion. Let me see real quick. Let me type this in real quick. See exactly where we at. Where is it? All right. Yeah. 38 trillion. 686 billion. 949,000. And I can't even speak as fast as it says 906. Because it just went up to 950,000. 100, and you can't even do the cents and out of it because the clock is moving so fast. You can't do it. I mean, the thing is in hyper mode right now. I mean, good mercy. This is something. Whew, man, I need to look at this more than, because look at how in the world. So anyway, before I get too sidetracked right here. So that's the reason why we're sitting here with $38 trillion in national debt that is moving so fast that we can never ever pay it back, because the only solution that they have under this type of economic system, and the only answer that there is to print more money. Hope I said something to stimulate thought. Hope I answered your question. Answered best as I could. And remember this, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular old guy that's got a brain. King coming.